Hello everyone, this is Schultzy, and I'm going to give you a little tips and trick on Dishonored. I am doing a no-kill run in Dishonored, and it is hard as hell. Fun as hell, and hard as hell. It does increase the length of the game immensely. I'm also speeding up this video, so honestly, it won't be pretty much super boring. You'll at least have some action, or at least some things seen in there. Now, the biggest thing I have to say is no-kill runs are very difficult. They're very rewarding. Main reason why is the fact that you can still take out people. And I'm going to give you tips and tricks. I'm just rambling on first. And the biggest thing is that your powers that you're going to need most are blink and agility. Once you have those two maxed out, it does not matter. Any other power is just for showmanship and messing around, because then you can take on possession if you want to and whatnot, because honestly those are the two major power-ups you need to really focus on. And the fact that if you take your time, you'll get more ruins, more bone charms. Now if you do the aggressive route, you'll just blitz on through, you might miss some things, and when you start doing that, let me rephrase it. Me as a player, and I believe most players will get in this tunnel vision mode of kill, 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 and will not always look in the areas, and you'll miss some conversations that give you tips and point out bone charms and stuff like that. And no kill runs, very hard, very rewarding. Biggest thing is taking advantage of the environment, and taking advantage of the AI, how sometimes it kind of goes a little wonky. You can literally knock out just about everyone and put them on ledges and they don't really see them. Though the biggest thing you have to be careful is if you're doing it to multiple guards on patrol routes, they will vary up their patrol routes. So this is why the stealth is the most challenging and the most rewarding, and especially no-kill ones, is that you take out these people very slowly, very cautiously, and honestly, yes, you could probably circumvent a lot of them. I have a problem about doing that because I'm afraid of that. I took out one guy and I noticed the guy increased his patrol route and I barely got away. So pretty much if you do a no-kill run, you will most likely take out, say, 75% of the people there. There are ways just to circumvent them, but what I do is I pretty much what you do is you pretty much knock them all out, and also the other thing you need to know is the sleeping darts are one of the most important items you will have in the game, because when push comes to shove, taking them out with the sleep darts, with those 10 extra sleep darts, does open up the fact that if you get into a bind and if you have tons of enemies chasing you, trying to kill you, if you can pull that out, you have a chance to pretty much get away. Now later on there is an upgrade for the advanced sleeping dart that does it pretty much instantaneously. I'm 50-50 on that. I feel that's probably a very, very good thing. I don't use it personally, but then again, I was waiting for better upgrades that lessen the noise of your boots when you walk, and you also have a charm. The other thing is those charms, the bone charms. The most important bone charm to try to find is walking quickly while crouched, and walking silently no matter what. And those are the most important ones, because once you get those bone charms, the game does open up and become a lot easier. Now honestly, the difficulty on this, I am blanking on the difficulty, but I set up on the higher difficulty, I believe. Hard, I want to say, but I'm not so sure. I'm not 100% certain. Don't quote me on that. But it's very fun, the game, and honestly, I'm just going to be, those are the biggest things you need to focus on, is blink and agility. The reason why agility is jumping higher and take less fall damage. When you have those two abilities, you do have a larger open up area. Now honestly, I was trying to figure out if there was another area to circumvent. The biggest area in this area you're going to want to focus on is the roofs, and go over the roof on the area with the Golden Cat brothel. Reason why is when you start going through, when you start trying to figure out what's the best way, is if you go over it, there's just one guard. You wait for him to run around, use your dark vision, which is another very important power. You only need a level 1 on that. Level 2 just gives you certain areas of the machinery and any traps like that. That honestly, if you're a cautious enough person, you just need level 1 to just guarantee to double check where the guards cone of vision is, and they're making it easier to find out the patrol routes. But otherwise, you just need blink, dark vision, and agility, because honestly, it makes you a very mobile character, and that's the biggest thing. Is that in this game, stealth mobility is super important. That if you don't have big enough movement speed and ability to mess around and move around, you're gonna have a hard time. And honestly, like right now, dark vision, I would not have seen the guy, with that little perk, this little power, it makes it a little bit easier for you to deal with these enemies. And you can just see that if those perks weren't there, the double jump, I wouldn't be able to get the drop on this guy, knock him out, and then just plump. And honestly, the other reason why I usually knock out most of the guards is the fact that most of these characters do carry pouches of coins on them, so it will help you with your upgrades and resupplying your supply of darts with the sleeping darts, because that is pretty much the most used weapon that you will have, and the most used power will be probably teetering between blink and the dark vision. And you know what? The passive bonuses are pretty much the second one that you want to get. You want to immediately get blink 1 and then go for dark vision. But if you take your time, by the end of the first map, you'll probably be able to buy blink 1 and you already got blink 1. You'll probably be able to buy dark vision right away and the upgrade for blink. And it's the fact that these are very important to make your stealth missions a lot easier and take your time. Because right then there, you can listen in, but if you want to kind of go as fast as you can possible and kind of really be an aggressive stealth player, those little upgrades and powers, and also with the agility, when you can jump higher, you can kind of get across different areas where if you just about are going to make it, you can do a run, you can do a jump, and you can teleport, and that can easily throw you across a big gap you need to get through. So and also the other thing is that and honestly, I'm trying to go for a no spot thing. That no spot is very difficult. I've tried that. I failed several times. I keep on trying again and again, and I found out with these powers, it increases your likelihood of getting a no spot. Only a handful of times did I mess up, but that was only because that was my first playthrough. My other run through for the other times, they're really fun. I will also give you tips and tricks on how to do a very quick aggressive one, do a little skit just to make fun of it, but honestly, the biggest thing is you take advantage of all these little things, all these little mechanics. And you could just see here that as a whole, most of the thing that you're having to struggle and deal with, it's just these line of sights. Now, honestly, there are a lot of, I'm going to call them civilian targets that you have to be careful on. They can still raise the alarm. They can still get people to come at you. And I believe they count for your warning label. So pretty much you just got to know who and when to take out. And honestly, yes, I'm staring at a woman. I'm not a peeping Tom. Don't accuse me of that. But it's all the fact is I thought she was going to run back and forth a few times. And I was trying to judge, should I move now? Should I move now? And the other thing is blink will also help you out. It'll move you so quickly across the screen to take out lone targets and move in and out quickly. And that's the other reason why it's not just moving from cover to cover with blink. Blink can be used very aggressively to taking out characters, be it lethally or non-lethally. And I found that non-lethally, it is very good for helping me knock out characters, because it was like, okay, listen, the person walks away, the guard is moving away, they're moving in two directions, blink in, knock out the guy, blink back up to my perch, and then go after the next one. And that's kind of what I like. And also the biggest thing is when you're going through this mission, my biggest hint is this. The top floors where the child's being held, I'm blanking out on her name right now, but she herself, do not open that door and do not go in there, because it will automatically trigger her to run down the stairs. And if you haven't cleared out anything at the areas, there is a good chance that she herself could trigger the thing. And if any guards you've taken out start increasing their patrol route, you'll have to worry about that. And also the biggest thing is with because you'll just see, because I reload a few times because you do not want to trigger this. But it also, here's the other thing, non-lethally taking out your targets, you have to help Slackjaw. Now, I believe Slackjaw, he wants the information to the the art thief and the safe. So what you have to do that, he's into pretty much some creepy bondage BDSM crap. What you're going to have to do is you're going to sneak down the stairs, and the best thing to do is take the higher roads. Now you'll have a couple guards there. Biggest one is the one that's sleeping on duty. There's a courtesan, I'll call it, trying to shake him awake. And after a while, she'll just keep on trying to shake him. You're going to just have to teleport around him. Around her. Don't try to knock her out because it will alert him. I've tried that out. I was just trying different techniques to see what worked and what happened. But the biggest thing is you do not try to go after her. You have to circumvent her. It's something that bothered me immensely because my mindset was never set up for complete circumvention. It was elimination of all targets. But that's the biggest thing is the fact that when you get to that point, you need to just slowly take it out. And also the biggest important thing to know is go after the madame of the house, knock her out. She'll be in her little area down there, her office. All it is very simple. She most likely will be reading something or at the desk. So all you have to do is just creep on in, choke her out. You'll get the key to the safe and stuff like that. And it's very important. The reason why I love the non-stealth route, and I feel it's the best route for this game, is you get a lot more money. You get to hear and see a lot more things, and you find out more information and more story ambient stuff in this game. And that is a very good thing because the story doesn't exactly pay off greatly, but when you start listening to conversations, people talking about it, it does expound the story in a very good way and adds a very interesting and cool and great atmosphere. You'll have them talking about the Lord Regent, you'll have them talking about the Outsider, you'll just have them just talking about random stupid stuff, yelling at each other, and it really does set a tone for this world that you are in. And it's not that it's it's not the best world, but also it sets up the world in a very lack of a better word, immersive place. Because honestly, the game sets it up very well for a very good story. Now the story is it's not the world's greatest. It doesn't have a great payoff, but the world it creates, the story, it's okay, it's pretty good, but the world it creates is a very good one, one that honestly I really hope for a sequel. And the story, the characters that they create are something I would have to say that is not the story that the environment they create is Lovecraftian and feel to it, and it is a very beautiful, stylized game. Now, a lot of people were complaining about the graphics. Yes, this is a ramble. I'm sorry. People complain about the graphics. The thing is, this art style is designed mainly, in fact, to work on the consoles to make sure it can keep on running and keeping up. And I've seen it on a PC. It is gorgeous on a PC. Some people still complain there's some blurring and stuff like that. The reason why there's blurring, this is taking off the notion of the art style of the paintings. How I'm blanking on these artists. I'm not very good with artists, but the fact that these water painting, these oil paintings that are done that you see in game and you see in museums, this is the art style it's trying to emulate, because many of these characters have this caricature and this painting feel, that it's a living canvas brought to life. Now, even though in here it doesn't seem it so much, but the fact that the stylized and the style that they're going for is a very good style to actually get the H.P. Lovecraft. Just it feels like it makes it feel 1800s. It doesn't, and it makes this steampunkish world come alive. And honestly, you can just see, you're going to be taking from the heights, use your teleporting ability to hop around and use your dark vision to see enemy characters and seeing how you can best circumvent them. And it's just the fact that the stealth game does increase the gameplay length to a huge extent. And right then and there, the guy, they talk, now they split up, don't have to worry about him. And as you can see right now, guards being talked to by a courtesan, and I'm going the other way like an idiot. But okay, but you can just see what I'm saying. You just have to just take your time and watch these people. Wait for him to turn around. He doesn't go in the room far enough because there was no need for him to go in there. And honestly, here's the other thing: even if these characters just start staying stable and not turning around, boom, that's all you have to do. You can teleport him behind him and knock him out. Sometimes it's just one clunky. The knocking out mechanic is kind of clunky, but as a whole, that's the only thing I can honestly say that bothers me. But you can just see, it's using your powers effectively taking your time, and looking around. And honestly, there's so much ambient storytelling and ambience that really brings the game together and makes it feel alive. And this is why many people are going to probably say this is a Game of the Year contender. I will agree. It is a Game of the Year contender. Do I feel it should win Game of the Year? I don't know, but I do feel it's very good, very fun, very enjoyable. And I feel the reason why it's so enjoyable is mainly for the fact that we haven't been getting many very good stealth gameplays. We've been getting just this more actiony, and this game can be played actiony. I played it. It's very fun actiony, and it's just as challenging as the other one. There is a way to kind of game it, but that's a different story for another time. And you can just see right here, listening to the guard goes off, the guard's trying to be shook awake, and you can see that. I hope some of these tips and tricks helped. I will probably be doing more of these. I'll be doing my little goofy, silly thing in a little bit. I hope you watch it. I hope you enjoy it. It will be coming up in a little bit, but this is the basic thing. Watch your targets. The most important powers for a no-kill stealth run is Dark Vision, Blink 2, Agility 2, and if you really want to in later levels, you can do Possession. So if you need to scurry away in a different area, and you can use that. The most important power-ups you'll slowly get over time is Sleeping Darts, Silent Boots, and Optic Zoom, so you can get an easier way to look out the area. I hope this has helped. Please tell me what you think. If you've liked, if you like it, please tell me. Please like, please subscribe. I know I do this half-heartedly with the subscribes and stuff like that, because honestly, I don't like it all the time, but it does help me out. Please tell me what you think. I do want to improve my channel. I do want to improve, and I want to do entertaining and informative stuff. And I hope this helps. No, I don't know if that's some kinky lesbian shit or not, but I hope you've enjoyed. Please tell me what you think, and thank you, and